Hi folks, this is Blapps. I just wanted to do this video at the end of 2020, this crazy year where we see crazy stuff happening because of a pandemic, COVID-19. Beginning of this year, quite normal, kind of weird. We're getting weird reports that a virus outbreak came from China, and I just wanted to make things a bit more solid underneath your feet because people are losing their minds this year, and there's not much thought for the next year. But what I'm going to say right now is that I'm Blapps is my nickname, but Blapps is my philosophy, better living and positive propaganda system. And I do a show called Blapps TARK. I used to do it on Tropical FM. And TARK is TARK. I mean, black people say TARK, man, TARK. What? TARK means TARK, talking about real knowledge. So when I say I'm a conspiracy theorist, or I say I'm a prepper prepping for the zombie apocalypse, you may hear crazy dude. Stay away. Where's your foil hat? What's going on with you? How are you losing your mind, bro? No, because I do strategic thinking all the time. I'm a chess player. I'm a strategy person. I'm a security officer. I this is what I do. I protect myself because I plan ahead. I prepare. This is what I do in life. This is how I teach other people to do as a martial artist. I prepare, prepare, prepare. So this is what I saw at the beginning of the year. My bug out bag, it's a bag that preppers normally have. Prepared for, got the things that the necessities you need. And it's usually to get you back from a location where you're stranded. Or if you're just going out camping to practice bugging out, you bring the necessities with you to last a few days and then you come back. You're preparing. You're preparing for that worst day possible. So when I saw people panicking, grabbing up toilet paper by the dozens of rolls and rolls, and just madcapping it around like it was a tornado coming to end all tornadoes. I was looking for my bug out bag 2 feet away from me. It's always very close to me when I'm sitting down in my house. Okay, I've got another one in my car. So in case I'm not at my house when I've got a bug out bag, I've got one in my car. But that's more strategically geared towards the mechanics of the car. Anywho, I was like, my hand was hovering above it, like, is it time? Is it time? I thought, no, it's not. Um, my bug out plan is, plan alpha is to go to a location where a strategic location, only a few people know about this location, and I'll get in contact with them and say plan alpha is in effect and we're going. And uh, they know from that there's something serious going on. They don't need to know anything else from me. If I could just text them that comment, that post, and they will understand. This is serious business. This is what we plan for. Let's bug out. But this time, my bug out location was right here until I feel the soldiers are coming around the corner to come make sure everyone gets this vaccine. you know, I was just like, nah, it's not time yet. I'm just gonna chill. And all these crazy people in the shop, because I'm prepared. My stuff in my yard is fine for months. I'm good for months. I'm Gucci. so, um, I'm just like, look at these crazy months. I couldn't believe what I was seeing on the news, and it's just like I was thinking. My favorite line at this point, when watching the news, anything like this crazy stuff going on around the world, is "This too shall pass." And I heard first time I heard that. Um, First time I heard it used properly was when I mean it's a Bible thing, I suppose, but like This too shall pass was when Tom Hanks was saying it in an interview. He was saying like he was getting all fame and fortune, when he's done big and all that, and he's saying a friend of his, a mentor of his, said, "This just don't get above yourself because this too shall pass. All this good stuff, it will pass. All the bad stuff, it will pass. So just look forward, look forward to the future, and say, okay, I'm just going to keep chill, enjoy the moment, and understand that this too shall pass." So okay, all the craziness was going on. I was like, yeah, this too shall pass, but on to what? What will it pass on to? And because everyone was saying at a very early stage, this is the new normal, I was saying, not my normal. I don't see how you can pin this on me and everyone else around me who feels that they're kind of free. You know, you got that freedom to keep doing what you want to do. I'm a prepper. I just go somewhere and just bug out. You won't see me again. Leave my door open. I'm out. Peace. As Hulk, was it Paul Hogan would say, I'm on walkabout. Don't come back for 20 years. Where's Vic? I don't know. He just left his door open. He went. Um, so I was all about, I'm prepping, I'm ready. This too shall pass. What's it going to pass on to? It's going to pass on to a vaccine that is being be used to put fear into everyone, so they take on any security measures and that that need to be put out there by the governments around the world. Who are the two main governments? Because all countries pretty much got this under control by June, July. Everyone was like, yeah, we've got it under control. We understand what this is. Put masks on, keep away from each other, stop breathing on each other, stop looking at each other like we're crazy, blah, blah, blah. And just chill out in your house and isolate, quarantine, blah, blah, blah. So the two main people that were not getting this right was UK and America. And like I say to everyone who asks me, why do I look at American politics so much? It's because what happens in America, apparently the most powerful nation on the earth, whatever they do, when America sniffles, UK sneezes. It normally happens later on. When Brexit happened, Trump came in. And when Trump, when any time Boris came in, it was like mini Trump was in power, and I was like, we're gonna get the same rubbish rhetoric that Trump is coming out, just all about him. Trump is not a racist. He's a white supremacist Trump elitist. That's what he is. He's a orangutan president who thinks only about himself and what can glorify the Trump's name. And if anything goes against it, he hates it. He hates whatever it is. It doesn't matter if it was a friend last night. Today, you're the worst enemy. You're a bum. You're out of order. You should be arrested, blah, blah, blah. Anything he does, though, all good. No problem. Anything friends do for him, they're good. They're awesome. So don't worry about what Trump, if Trump's a racist, blah, blah, blah. It's obvious. That's just part of his elitism, right? He does not care. And the worst people around him are black people, as far as he's concerned. People who see through bullshit quickest are black people. That's why, because we've been under it for hundreds of years. I see what you're trying to do there. You're trying to rob me of my future. We see it. We see you coming, con man. So anything he was coming out with, I was like, no, it's going to happen in the UK soon. So when he's talking about martial law, this is quite recently. This is straight up to date now, December. Yeah, martial law. That's because he's on his way out. And when you've got a mad child, a mad baby man, walking around screaming, you didn't let me win, He go around, you got to leave now, dragging him out, and he's kicking over stuff and pulling stuff down with him as he's going. That's Trump. He's that baby. He's that kid, that snooty, snot-nosed animal farm Napoleon who's now been found out and he's getting dashed out. And so he's like kicking over stuff. Oh, you like this? You like this vase, yeah? Yeah? Well, I'm gone now. So vase dead. How you feel now? That he didn't want me to do that. And that's what he's just doing, just kicking over stuff. Can we cause a war with anyone? Can we do? Who wants it? Huh? Iran? Yeah, you're right. I don't care. Throw a bomb on them right now. Yeah, you know. Why can't I do it? Huh? It's Friday. Weekend. Okay. He's too dumb. And that's been our savior for 4 years. He's too stupid. That's how we got away with so much. He wants to throw a bomb on someone. The carers just say, hey, look, shiny thing. He's like, oh, thank you. Oh, what's this? What's this? What was I doing? Have a can of Diet Coke and chill out. We're not launching anything on anyone. Who said anything about launching? I want shiny thing. Everything he does is to disturb you, move you away from what he's on. So all this year, I was watching Trump to see what he was doing next. Because another thing he can't help doing is telling you what he's up to. He loves telling me he's the ultimate narcissist. They're never going to find out. So I'm going to tell them, because if they don't know it's attributed by me, if I didn't do it, if I did it and they didn't find out, it would be, that's no good. They have to know that I did this brilliant idea of, building a wall and stealing money from my voters after I lost the election. And, when I talked to Syria and, well, wait a minute, it wasn't him. He talked to again. Well, he's talking to the country he wasn't supposed to be talking to. I'll remember it. And I caught him out and he got impeached. I was just like, yeah, he's going to tell all the secrets. And that's the reason why he's still allowed to stay there and get away with, because he's privy to the secrets now, from 2016. So all the dignitaries behind him, all the authority behind him, was saying, just tell him as much as he can do so he can write his name on something and say, look, I did this. Okay, other than the big stuff about the football and other things, the importance in Afghanistan and over there in our place where we have our important stuff, we won't tell him anything. We'll just give him the shiny thing and he'll just go about it. We'll tell him where he can spend and who he can let out of jail. And he'll be happy with that, because it's Trump. He don't give a damn about the job. Jared Kushner's doing the president's job. He just gives a damn about making money while he's here. So while he's in that position, as much as he can, and get away with moida. So anyway, it led to me thinking, okay, all this COVID stuff was a Trump thing. Think about it. Stick with me. Hold on. I know it's crazy. Think with me, people. Just at the height of it, he was impeached. People were looking at him for all kinds of scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal for the last 4 years. And he's getting on top of him. And he saw this little thing about, because what I knew, I don't know, you don't know, but I knew that China invented COVID. Okay, fine. Yeah. They had it as one of their lethal, weapons. And they're just working on these kind of things. Sold the idea to America. America's working on their own one. They got a mutated strain in America, sent it over to China, because remember, Trump was in a trade war at this point, a big ass trade war with China. And he thought, what can we do to mess them up? Well, sir, we have this COVID thing that we've been having under wraps for a few years. Why don't we just send one over there and make it explode in China and see how their economy handles that? They'll be too busy with that and they won't be able to fight against us. Yeah, do that. Don't let them know it was me. Okay, so stick with me. Chill. Just stick with me. So in China now, it breaks out. And China like, oh, we know this. What's that? Oh, wait a minute. That's a bit strange. It's not like our one. Wait a minute. But in the meantime, America said, we've been working on this for years. We're going to mess up China. UK, listen to me. Do this. Put it in your system. But UK was like, what is it? And they say, don't worry about it. Just set it off. wherever you want to set it off. And then when they get really scared, you can put in anything you want, any proposal you want, they'll lap it up because, remember 9/11? Everyone got scared of mass destruction. We're all going to die. We all going to die. And then everyone was like, oh, we need to have security measures, more cameras, more foresight, more intrusion, more control. And the UK was like, no, what is it though? What, we don't want to get our people killed. Are you crazy? He said, no, you got control. Look, here's the virus's equation, and you work it out. You see if you can fix it, and then put it out. Okay, find the vaccine, find the cure. You'll be Gucci, no problem. And the UK was like, yes, we are pretty clever, and went on about their way. Cured it, found a vaccine a long time ago. I think about November 2019. I'm just going off my head here. But for what I saw around the world is November 2019. Okay, and then they sold it, and then they Britain bought the copyright, blah blah blah, the patent, and so they had it in their vaults ready for when it exploded in China, because they knew it had to come over here. They had to let people get scared. All right, stick with me. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there, people. All right, and so China brought it out, and they had it under control a few months. No problem. China had it and go, oh yeah, we see this one. I see what you tried to do. We didn't do this, and talk to everyone. We didn't do it. I know it started here. I know you see it started here. Yeah, it did start. I was, no, look at my market. What are you doing? Looking at a wet market for? You silly. Bats, really? Is that what you're going with? Really? Think about it. What? 5G? Stop it, man. Everyone's got 5G. Why would we be using 5G just to get you an RFID chip into your hand and control everything about your finances and your credit? Just because we do that for real now with phones and credit, our credit, it works through the phone and stuff like that, and everyone's got the phone, and that's what we use 5G for. Doesn't mean that we're going to do the RFID. Talk to Sweden, Norway, them people. They do all that stuff. And Norway were like, nah, we just use it to get into buildings and pay for stuff. We're not trying to control anyone. So that 5G thing's a misnomer, is bullshit, right? And so everyone was like off the 5G after a few weeks. Okay, no more mention of 5G as a thing. That could be, optional conspiracy that we could go with to deal with China, because it was around the world already. It was being loaded around the world already for months before COVID struck, and said, but that was done because we understood that it was just the next generation. That's all 5G means. 4th generation, 5th generation of tech. They were working on the 6th generation when the 5th generation came out. So why is 5G going to be the thing? Anywho, moving on. UK had it. Started spreading all over the world. Everyone started getting under control real long. Remember, it's only been a year. Okay, it's only been 9 months, really 9 months. It's only been 9 months, and people have got it pretty much around the world under control. So when Boris Johnson caught it, right, it was just like, we have to get people more scared. If I catch it, because at the beginning, okay, wait, before I talk about Boris again, because it makes me ill to talk about him. Before I talk about him, I was like March, Aprilish. I was like, if no one rich gets this, it's rubbish, it's bullshit, right? No royal person's dying from this. No one's dying from this. That is rich, superior rich. Tom Hanks got it, and I was like, nah, you won't die from it. Though. You'll get it, but you won't die from it. And other celebrities got it, and then they recovered. And I was like, yes, I see what's going on here. I've seen 2012. I know what's going on. You're going to be on boats. Us poor folks who can't get onto the boat, we all go, yeah. But, right, so I'll go back to Boris now. Boris said, yeah, look, tell everyone I've got it, right? Well, you haven't got it. I know, but tell them anyway. It will scare them, right? And we'll start talking about tears and stuff like that. What's tears? We're not tears. I'm going to talk about TIER, tears. I see, sir. You're a genius, sir. Yes, I might look like a buffoon, but I've actually got people around me that have taught me this stuff. And they were like, okay. And so then COVID did nothing to Boris and all the people around him. And it didn't do anything to Trump's people either, or anyone around them. But slowly and surely, people around the world got crazier and crazier, more maniacal, and started protesting in the streets and tearing stuff up and getting arrested and put into jail for wearing the mask not on their nose. They got arrested for that. Yeah, 4 months. 4 months prison or fine. Which one do you want? 3 grand fine, 5 grand fine. I was like, what? What is this craziness? And it all says to me, this too shall pass, but onto what? You got to go to another country. No country's going to let you in unless you've got COVID vaccine in your blood, unless you've been checked, right? They already put you on 2 weeks quarantine earlier on, but now after it now, and they start giving out the vaccines, you've been at the airport, have you got your vaccine? Yeah, I got all that stuff. All right, let me see your RFID chip. Let me see your certificate. I carry a paper certificate around there, ain't got a card or anything. Well, have you got your RFID chip implanted? Let's scan that, see what you're up to. That's where it's going. And then if you don't want that, then they'll just say, well, you know all that money the government was giving you because you couldn't work. We're stopping that. Yeah, if you don't take the vaccine, we're stopping that money. Yeah, we know if you've taken it or not, so you can't just tell us you've taken it and you get your money still. This is it, folks. This a crazy world, and you could just think a little strategy yourself. And what would you do if you were a despot leader like Trump with COVID? What would you do? You tell them get them off the streets, get them people protesting over George Floyd being killed off the streets. They're crazy people. They're not wearing their masks. They're terrorists. They have to be killed. They're vermin. They're scaramanga. They're cockroaches. All of them. All Black Lives Matter people. Yeah, they're terrible as well. Why are they getting so much backup? Why are these black militias coming up? Are they coming to get me? Are they coming to get me because they knew my father was in the KKK? Are they coming to get me? And so he started battling with them too. Meanwhile, over here in Borisland, it was like, was it pronounced Borisland? Over here, we were tearing down statues and stuff like that as well, loving it. Yeah, I was just like looking at white people, was like, very good. Eating my popcorn, just like, yeah, tear down that one. There's another one over there. Tear down that one as well. Tear down that one. And I kept looking into my bank account, trying to find out how much money I was getting for all these statues getting taken down. I didn't get a penny. Did you get? No, neither. Okay. I didn't get a penny for that, for any statues coming down. So, whereas how this helped black people after George Floyd was taken down, I don't know. But every country that cared about George Floyd, there's like 5 or 6 countries that had a George Floyd funeral in their own country. That is amazing. And stars coming out, soccer players, basketball players, all getting all nice and hip now. After my man Kaepernick has been doing it for years and getting abused and can't even do his job that he was trained for years to do because of kneeling before all this George Floyd stuff. But now someone knelt on George Floyd. Now everyone's down with kneeling now. I was just like amazed when I saw police kneeling to say sorry. You know what I mean? Or yeah, we respect you, blah blah blah. I was like, that's taking a piss. Them kneeling down. They knelt on his neck. Why would I like see him kneel? And they say because Colin Kaepernick was saying about police brutality, that's why he's kneeling and taking a knee and blah. All right, yeah, you dodgy though. Yeah, watch your ass. We watch your ass. Okay. Anywho, going down to November now. Don't worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't worry about it. Because this too shall pass. And like I say, it's like a person died in your family. You mourn. You move on. 20 years later, every year that day passes, every year you get to that day, it's less impactful than the last. Sometimes you can't let go. Sometimes you might even miss the day that happened. But there's people that have died in my family. I don't remember the day that they died. I just remember that they died. You see what I mean? Because time heals, apparently. So, what I'm saying about that is that this COVID will pass. When it was the plague or the Black Death or any kind of plague, they passed, and now they're saying, "Oh, this is going to be the new normal." What? Going around leeching and scabs and all that? No, where are we doing that? How do we deal with smallpox? How do we deal with rubella? How do we deal with all this stuff? They're dead and gone. These things are gone. Polio done. It's all gone. So this too shall pass. What was the new normal when polio was around? This too shall pass. We'll forget it, and this will be 2010. Will be talked about um, to your grandchildren. Okay, this is what I did during the Third World War, the war that went viral. World War III went viral. That's what I'm. Okay, I've got the .com on that. I thought it was funny to get it, but I just got it anyway. So it's just funny. But I even got a website. But this worrying about this being a new normal forever and blah blah. They got COVID and is going to make sure that we get RFID chips, and the police are going to become more military than they are now, and military will rule, and we'll be all in our beds by 8 o'clock every night. We won't be able to do anything evermore. Blah blah. I'm just losing my mind. I can't go out. But we're going to be in tier 4 forever, everywhere, the whole place. It's going to pass, and it's going to be over real soon, and then you'll soon forget this happened. It'll be a joke. In a few years, it'll be a joke. Remember 2020? That was a crazy year. Oh my gosh. It's the craziest. 1976 was the hottest in Britain, apparently. And now, who alive remembers what we had to do in that crazy year? We had to stop this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. Are you telling that to your children? What it was like in the hottest day? We've had hot days. Last year was the hottest year, apparently. But you're not telling your children, oh yes, in 1976, we weathered the most hottest summer we've ever had. It was crazy. Tires were melting on the street. It was madness. We had very little water. We were all thought we were going to die. But you don't. And just like this, it'll pass. What I'm saying about this is that I have gone through over 50 Christmases, birthdays. I've seen many hundred friends die. I've gone to so many funerals. Everything on this earth came from this earth. Everything that you see around you, every single thing you see around you, smell, taste, touch, and hear, comes from the planet Earth. Now, the very few things that land on the earth, on comets, panspermia, meteors and stuff like that hit the earth, come from space. Okay? It brings very little material. But so you can understand from that every single thing you see around you, listen, see, taste, touch, and hear about, came from the planet Earth. What am I getting at? Religion has come from the planet Earth and the people that are on it. Okay? Think about this for a second. If there were no humans, would there still be a God then? If there were no human beings, would there still be a God? Because God made everything, and you were like third or fourth on the list. Humanity was like third or fourth on the list, right, of things that he did. He made the planet first. Then he made light. Then he made the light and day, which was kind of weird because he made night and day before he made light. Or was it light before he made night and day? I can't remember. It's still stupid. But anyway. And then, planet Earth, yeah, water, yeah, fields and scatter, more firmament. And then, okay, yeah, and he's we need something to lord over these things I've made, these cabbages and stuff like that. I make someone that look like me, right? And then dash down man, next thing you know, he looked bored, he looks too happy. Let's make a woman. Woman was like, I ain't happy with this man. I need to spice him up. Yo, anyone got any ideas? What are you saying, Snake? Huh? Eat what? Why? Really? We can't eat that. Why not? God say what? I don't care about him. So where? Yeah, and what? What would happen to Adam? Let's find. I ain't gonna eat it. I'll give it to Adam first. Adam, yo, eat this. Adam, why? Because I said so. I eat it. Chill. We ain't dressed, yo. Where does God come from? Anyway, religions don't know what happens to you after you die. None of them do. No one on this planet can tell you, not even the Pope can tell you what happens after you die. Everyone has guessed. I reckon, but no one knows. No one knows. You can believe what you want. You can believe your trousers are made out of carrots. I don't care. I don't have to believe what you believe. If you have no evidence or very, very, very little evidence to point towards what you think or what you believe and your feelings are, blah, 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 I don't really care. If you've got actual evidence, proper, falsifiable evidence that proves anything, then I might start listening to you, test it myself, and then agree with you later. But if someone else finds out something that goes against what I've just found out that I thought was correct, then I'll throw that out too. That's the scientific method. That's why we get theories. Theories are not guesses. Theories are the closest thing we have as a working model for how things work. Science finds out how things work. Then they become theories. Once someone brings in a smidgen of evidence to prove against that theory, working theory, it gets thrown out. We start again. And all scientists are on this never ending journey of disproving any hypothesis they come out with. That's the scientific method, and I'll trust it over anything that says, I don't know how this works. I don't know how the sun shines. I don't know how this is. I just think it's a God. I'll take science over that rubbish any day. But that's me. I don't mind what you believe. Matter of fact, I'll fight for what you believe. But for your right to believe it, not for what you believe. I'll fight for your right to believe anything you want. That's cool. That's just humans, right? But anyway, where we're leading to is that I have not thought about this COVID as something I would die from. I have not thought about COVID as the end of humanity. I've thought about what I have hoped to achieve while I've been, I hate that word, hope, what I'm going to achieve while I'm here on the planet, while I can do something while I'm awake, because I know that through my philosophy, Blapps philosophy, that I meditate on death every day, knowing and feeling about death that it's final, but no one's coming back, because no one in religion can tell you what happens. So I'll just resign myself to the fact that I'm definitely going to do it one day. But before it happens, I'm going to change the world in some way before I go. So therefore, people can talk about me like they talked about the people I love when they've died. Okay? I want to be talked about with respect. He did something for humanity before he went, and he was respectful. It was very good what he did. And that's how you become eternal or immortal. You become immortalized in people's minds and in thoughts. So this is what you should be trying to do: is to make like the answer to life, universe, and everything is apparently 42. But I've got another one. The answer is everything dies. Once you understand that, then you understand that you will too die. You're not going to live forever. There's nothing in science that's going to help you to live forever. That's rubbish too. And so therefore, while you're here, do something to make things better for your children. Because the motto of my Blacks philosophy is, of our Blacks philosophy is, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And if you heard me correct, that means I'll protect you no matter who you are, because you're humanity. Why not? Okay? Your family. You all came from this earth, so you're at least my cousins. At least my cousins. At the very least, you're my cousins, your family. So therefore, I'll do for you as you should do for me, because we're fam. And that's why I protect you. Anything you love, you protect. So this is what I go around doing. I'm a security officer. I teach people how to become security officers. I teach martial arts. I teach people how to defend themselves. I teach people to become bully proof, so they don't go through life in fear. I teach others to do so, to teach others how to become bulletproof. Everything I do is about protection of your mind, body, and spirit. Why? Because it elevates your self-confidence and your self-esteem once you get rid of your fear and doubt. Fear comes from lack of knowledge of the subject. Doubt comes from lack of knowledge of yourself. So I created things called, like the CDMA, the Community Development for Martial Arts, to deliver the 9 initiatives which are there to empower your mind, body, and spirit through raising your self-confidence and your self-esteem. Get rid of the fear and doubt. We get rid of the bullying. Get rid of the bullying. We all fight for each other, because that's the way it should be. We should all be fighting to protect each other so we have a better day tomorrow. Stop thinking about war. Start thinking about development. And so the community becomes development through using martial arts methods, not punching and kicking. We'll talk about martial arts methods, which is strategy, planning, protection, preparation, and planning. 3 P's. Just made that up. Anyway, what you got to do in life is to understand we're going to die. If you can protect the children and the children's production of where they're going and what they're going to be, the future ministers and judges and police and blah blah blah. So we are the producers of society. So if you're going out there saying to society, that's disgusting, I blame the parents, oh, you're silly, you should be blaming yourself. You're responsible too. You developed that. You let that happen. You're letting it happen, just looking at it and just cursing and not doing anything about why it actually happened. So take your responsibility, social responsibility, get your emotional intelligence up, and get out there and help the planet. It's pointless to think that we're all against each other just because our skin is different. That is the most base ignorance ever developed on the planet. We are all cousins. We are all one family. Why should I care what you look like? All I care about is if you're going to protect my children, if you're going to protect my family, okay? As my cousin's family is over there, I'm like, yes, cuz, how you doing, bro? What, you need help? Yeah, no problem, man. I'll come over next Saturday, help you with that. He doesn't help me, no problem. It's no good. He wants to act like an idiot to make me, you know what I mean? Say, no, I don't want none of your idiocracy around me. Then that's cool. I'll just say, peace, stay over there. Don't come closer. Stay over there. I'm just going to continue on my world. It's no problem. I've got people I don't talk to in my family. I'm sure you do too. It's no problem. Okay? Just don't let them change your direction. I is your energy. Keep going no matter what. It's worth it. There's nothing new under the sun. So this COVID thing will die and go away, and a new thing will replace it. And you'll be bitching about that next time. So all you need to do is concentrate on making the world around you better by understanding everyone around you is your family, and you should welcome them in. Even if you can go up to the people that are, if people are sitting in the same bus stop as you and you turn to them, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about that. I just walk off. Leave them to it. Leave them to it. Don't let them like, oi, what are you doing? You look strange. Why are you saying strange stuff like that? I feel embarrassed. You're pressuring me. Just walk off before they get anything, before they can even think what you just said. What did he say to you? said he loves me and there's nothing I can do about it. Weird. That's weird. Nothing I can do about that. He doesn't even know me. He said he loves me. It's weird. Strange, though. It's a good thing to say to someone, isn't it? I'm going to say it to my mum. Yeah, I'm going to say it to my mum. Mum, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I know, son. I love you too. There's nothing you can do about that either. Isn't that cool? Isn't that nice? Just say it to some stranger today. Tell them Blapps. It's a Blapps thing. Okay. Right. So that's basically what I talked about. Feel free to be more confident about the future. Work on yourself. You bring your own value up by becoming better in mind, body, and spirit. It's once you get complete knowledge of yourself by bringing down your doubt and bringing down your fears, you become more valuable in the community. Okay, you'll be able to help more people in the community, so you become more valuable in the community. You're a better protector of the community, you become more valuable in the community. If you're a waste of space, no one's going to remember you when you're gone. No one's going to care that you've gone. No one's going to care that you're ill or that you're lacking. All they're going to care about is the effect you have on the community around them. So become more valuable. That's a simple thing. Okay, just make yourself better. What am I trying to do this year? It was mind this year. So I'm learning 5 more languages than I already learning already. So that's 10 languages. Okay, that's just one little thing. It's to aid my communication stuff. Next year it would be a body goal that I want to achieve. Something to do with health, something to do with my fitness, something to do with um, martial arts or something. But it would be a body, and then after that it would be spirit. My photography or something, I'll elevate by doing another course or completing a degree in something to do with photography or anything that aids my spirit, like drumming or calligraphy. Just keep working on yourself, people, and don't worry about this silly thing that's just seems to be happening at this point. Have peace. Jolon True. I will see you in 2022. No, 2021 is coming. Don't worry. I just wanted to rhyme. Okay, so don't worry. I'll see you in 2021. Okay. Till the next.